Hi everybody, my name is Charles and we are going to be putting together a couple of props today. We've already done one, but now we're going to put together the Victorian Vampire from Home Depot. It's been commonly referred to as Nosferatu. It's pretty obvious that's who it is. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it. I'll take a quick picture of it when it's, or I'll show you at least when the box is open so you see how it's kind of packed at least. Might give somebody some help down the road putting it back together. But for now, let's get it opened on the floor and you can kind of follow along. You know, I should have remembered this from last year when I got the Boogeyman. Home Depot, with some of their props, likes to do this. They'll actually put the actual prop box inside the shipping box, which is great. And in a case of this, like they did with the Boogeyman, I don't know if you can see from there, you have instructions right on the box. Pretty slick. All right, let's get this guy dumped out of here. All right, so there's the actual box. Now, this is the side that actually was up when I went ahead and opened that box. And the white side on the back is the bottom. So, we don't have to worry about dumping it out accidentally. All right, so here we go. Can you see? Can you see? So first things first, we have the hips, I think, is that we do have regular instructions. A bunch of the foam. Now this is going to be for things like stuffing out the arms. Same thing there. On this side here, we've got some more foam. This one actually has some pieces in it. And that's the whole torso itself. Left side over here, we've got some clothing. Also got his boots buried on this left side. His head is kind of attached to everything, so I think everything else from here comes out kind of as one. So, pull the torso out like so. Careful not to get any of your wires tangled up. This does actually come out this way. So we're going to kind of hold that out here. Got another probably rib cage of some sort. Package of hands. The head, and then this other divider over here. We've got some mechanisms, just a filler box, which you may or may not need, power adapter, and then we've got the base itself with its arms underneath here. So we're going to take this out, take the base and arms out, set them aside, and then we're going to put these back in place from whence they came. So putting it back in together, you put your base and your arms down in that bottom corner. The bottom of these have a cutout down here to fit over the base arms as they're in there. So those go in there, and then you've got mechanisms and stuff. And basically the big torso just kind of hangs in the top here. Fill everything else in as you need, in case you need to rebox this back up. Let's get this sucker moving. B and B onto A. A being here, and then B and B. Here we go. We're going to go this way because that's where the tabs are. Self-explanatory in that regard. B, B, like so. Followed by some boots. All right, so you want them angled facing you. Perfect. Here's a boot. Here's another boot. Now, I know a lot of people like pulling the stickers off of the parts, and I do the same, but only if the sticker is visible after he's completed. Not that it's hard to remember where they go, but sometimes you have things like these. So these are both bent, but one of them is slightly bent different and longer than the other one. And down the road, you might not remember. And so, for example, like things like these legs, they're not going to be seen. There's no reason to undo these. So, in this regard, D comes over onto this side, right here. E comes onto this side. Then we're going to take our foam legs that we were given. They do put a warning on it, do not remove the foam. It is part of the thing. And I'm pretty sure these are both exactly the same. Yep. Now the leg foam, it doesn't matter which one is which. They're both the same. Just go ahead and put them on there. Careful not to gouge it too much. So just kind of keep it propped open as much as you can. There we go. There we have our legs. Now the pants go on next, and they do have a tag, a little white tag in the back corner. That is for the back, so it kind of gives you an idea of which direction this needs to go. So here's one side here, other side over here. Might be wondering why I'm putting this together now in July. One is because I can. And two, well, this is a very dirty and dingy old house. His clothes look way too new. So by leaving him in here for a couple months, dust will settle on the clothes, making it look more home. Mostly though, I'm an impatient person and I love putting stuff together. So, all right, so next we're gonna grab this little guy here. This is gonna be like so. Click, click. Followed by our hips. They just snap into here, like so, and then the pants come up and around. Now I'm not going to get too crazy because there is a power cord here, and I think we have to plug in the torso with that, so we're not going to pull the pants up just yet all the way. Oh man, I hope he fits in this room. All right, next is the torso itself, just like so, and this is pretty straightforward, like so. Now you do want to hook your wires together at this point. All right, so from here we're going to grab the coat, and that's this guy right here. Now, unfortunately, you can't open the coat up. If you could, this would be a great costume coat. I mean, granted, it'd be an expensive costume coat, but it'd be a great coat to have as a costume if you could just, you know, wear it. Let's go ahead and slide it over the top, like so. Now from here we're going to grab our arms, and they're going to just slot in up here like so. And then this is going to be how, where is it? This one's a little wacky and out of sorts. Looks like we might have gotten a little disheveled in shipping, but that's all right. But nothing we can't get to because they're just arms. All right, we're going to take our coat, bring it up, feed the arms through as best we can. All right, let's just kind of set that there for the moment. And I'm going to reposition you because I can't see a dang thing. So next up is the hands. That should be relatively easy to figure out as far as which one's which. They do actually have little spring clips on them so that they don't go anywhere. So make sure that you don't lose them. Somewhere in here you have a piece of Velcro fabric to then go over the hands. Okay, same thing with the other side. Take off the little split ring thingamajigger on that bottom here and put the hand in place, put the ring back on, find our Velcro. Perfect, found that one right off. Put that on. Now the instructions actually say not to hook the arms up until you've got the hands on. I don't know why. There's plenty of room to do it. There's plenty of maneuverability, so all right, so the next part is to basically put on his, well, I thought it was going to be his rib cage, but apparently it's just a hump. So that's going to go on back here. It just kind of free floats and hangs apparently. And that's what's going to give him some hunch to him, I guess. We do need to go through though and hook our wires up, our color-coded wires. Just make sure you've got everything in the right spot and then go ahead and plug that in. From here, we just throw on his head. Let's get the head. Wires are inside the head in case you don't see them right away. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. So now we just grab our wires from our head and hook those up here. So that's this one right there, red and blue, red and black. From here, we'll go ahead and put on our coat. Now once we've got the jacket up here, this is actually not a cape, it's a collar. So that's just kind of go inside and around. Can we go around this way? We can. Perfect. So that'll go there. And then we're going to just tuck this back inside here. And just like that, we have our big ugly, you can't even see his head, he's so dang tall. There we go. He's here. Let me get him into the other room. We'll plug him in, see how he looks.
With every drop of blood I consume, my power grows stronger, and I resistance doth fade. Now embrace the darkness within thee, for it is the darkness that shall set you free. Beware, the name alone shall chill your blood. Nosferatu. The dark caves, graves, and coffins of which I reside are filled themselves with the cursed earth from the fields of the Black Dead. Soon you shall lie there too. Doth not the very word conjure breath's end and moonlight? Nosferatu. Life shall fade to pallid shade as I suck upon your blood. I am the embodiment of thy most profound fears, preying upon the frail vein of humanity. In the shadows I dwell, forever bound by the thirst that courses through me. Your mortal existence is but a fleeting specter in the face of mine immortality. Hast thou heard the whispers in the night? They speak to your impending doom.
So there you have it, Nosferatu, or as Home Depot's box puts it, the 7-foot animated Victorian vampire. Put together all his sayings, everything went together pretty well. The only thing I guess the only thing I would say I don't like about it really is just that you could hear his teeth hitting. I don't know if you could hear it in the video, probably, because I actually put my mic up behind his collar so you could hear the audio a little bit better, but that clicking where his teeth go through, I mean, it's quite pronounced, but in the grand scheme of things, when everyone's all excited about Halloween, no one's going to care. So, other than that, though, he's pretty cool. You know, half dozen sayings. Everything seems to work pretty well. Don't know how good the motion sensor is going to be in low light yet, but if it's anything like most of them, it should be good enough. He probably is actually going to live in this room for my haunted house. This is kind of my, you know, vampire-ish room. But anyway, there he is put together and run through all his sayings. Kind of couldn't wait to get them together. I got them yesterday, wanted to get over here, and what better setting to put them together than in my haunted house to start with, especially this room, which was kind of really meant for him to start with, only I guess I didn't know it 2 years ago. Thanks for watching. See you next time.